Good evening, it's me, Miss Jarina Stan. I'm back with another vlog, and today I just want to talk about how great Christmas was. It was bliss. There was no drama. The food was flowing, the wine was flowing, the drinks were flowing. Everybody was in a merry mood. It wasn't even cold. I had no frostbites. I didn't even have to wear a hat. I didn't slip on no ice. It was great. It was great. Um, Christmas was great. Just wanted to talk about that, and um, everyone was just in a good mood, and like nobody was in the mood for drama. And I think that's just what you need, less drama. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't even be going to anyone's house who I knew I'd be clashing with, so that just wouldn't happen because times have changed. I don't think anyone should bite their tongue anymore, like people that just don't respect them. So, those toxic family members, you do not have to see them. Okay? If you are always feeling a grudge going there and dragging yourself there, do not see them. Just cut them off, lock them off, lock toxic family members. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're related to them. If they don't offer you any benefit, just let them go. Send them a card, like literally send them a card and just say Merry Christmas. But don't go there. Don't ruin your Christmas over some toxic family member that has an issue with you. And that's would save a whole lot of drama if you know that you have toxic family members who always make you feel bad whenever you go there. You're dragged to go there because you have to, your family. um, you don't have to go there. What's stopping you from going there? Just blank them, ignore them, like just leave them for God's sake. Who cares? I'm sorry, but you know, you are too precious. You are too great, okay, to let anyone make you feel bad about yourself. Okay, you should be living. This is the most cliche, annoying saying, yeah, but it's so true. You should be living your best life. Okay, do not let these annoying people that are called family. I mean, let's think about it. Okay, you had no choice. You just had to be put in these random people. They were forced to be your family, and you didn't choose them. So you should not have to put up with their BS. Okay, once a year. That's once a year is too much because the New Year's there, and then you have to literally start off your new year with this toxicity. And people don't talk about the amount of toxic family members which exist, that try and pull the strings and control you like they own you. You should always be following them. F them, literally lock these people off, okay, and tell them what you think about them, okay, because they ain't shit. They are not shit. Okay, I will stand on your foot, yeah, because I'm not going to be less than anybody or controlled by anybody. Okay, I have a very, very big mouth, and I'm not afraid to use it against you, and I'm not afraid to cut you off. Okay, this people should not have to put up with toxic family members in 2018. Toxic family members are 1970s, 1980s, and stuff like that. But you should not have to put up with these ridiculous toxic family members. This includes blended families. That's also a whole load of bullshit that I don't believe in. But yeah, you should not have to put your family through, you know, toxic family members that have issue with you. Just cut them off, man. Send them a card, cut them off. Because do you know what? Honestly, strangers could be your family, could be your friend. Like, I would rather chill with a homeless person than spend Christmas with toxic family members. Okay, I would rather sit on a bench in the park, yeah, jamming with homeless people they're far more interesting. They've had a more interesting life, and you get to speak to them. They're more genuine having a hot chocolate with them than some stuck up, disgusting, toxic family member that's constantly competing with you, that's giving little digs and shit. You know, you just want to put the turkey on their head and stuff. So you don't need that nonsense in your life. Cut them off. Okay, fair enough when you're all like a student and stuff and you had nowhere to go and you're lonely, so you'd go there because you've got nowhere else to go, literally. But if you've got your own family and friends and stuff, like, you do not need to spend any minute with these toxic family members. Just block them off, literally. So yeah, it was great. Christmas was bliss. It was great. So um, yeah, I hope everybody's Christmas went well. It's just nice to see people you haven't seen for ages. And obviously, I feel sorry for like the old pensioners that don't have, their family visiting them and stuff, and they're quite lonely and stuff. So it's quite sad for them. But when you think about it, what do they do in their part to annoy their family members and stuff? Like, when people are interfering and pissing people off, obviously they're not going to visit you, are they? So they're not as innocent just because they're old and, oh, I'm all alone, they don't visit me, they don't call me. Well, really, were you that nice? What did you do to drive them away? So yeah, they're not as innocent, most of them. But all this could be avoided if people just, kept their boundaries and just kept their mouth shut. Like, just because you're related to someone doesn't mean you can just say whatever you want and piss off the other person. So I just think there'll be a lot less loneliness if people bit their tongue and didn't treat their relatives like shit just because they're related to them, yeah? You have no goddamn right to treat your relative like shit just because they're younger than you. You don't have no fucking right. Seriously, that these relatives think they're so entitled to just insult you to your face, and especially if you're female. Oh my god, like they think like you're the slave of the family just because you're female. So all these lonely old relatives that are on LBC talking about, oh, I'm all by myself, my daughter doesn't visit me, blah blah blah, my mother-in-law doesn't visit me, my daughter-in-law doesn't visit me, and my son. What did you say? What did you say to them? What did you say to them to piss them off? Okay, because there's two sides to a story. You were probably quite rude once upon a time, and that's why they didn't visit you. So you need to bite your tongue, man. Stop criticizing adults, yeah? You can't criticize adults. Children, yeah, because they live under your house, yeah? You can tell them about themselves because, they're there to be shaped. But grown ass adults, you can't be controlling them and insulting their partners and shit like that. Like, people hold grudges, so, you know, just listen to chic. So it's just nice when you can go somewhere and you can have your family over or whatever, and just everybody has a nice time. People know their boundaries, but it's always these related people who feel they have the right to say what they want, piss you off in front of people and stuff. Like, no, not everyone takes that kind of shit easily, you know what I mean? Especially me. I'm just ready to just, pick up the turkey and throw it over your head if you piss me off. So that's not going to work with everybody. So it just people need to realize that, extended families are not very nice people. I'm sorry, but they're not very, they have issues, okay? They have issues with females. Extended families, can be really nasty, and they seem to get away with their nastiness because they're respected elders. They can do whatever they want. Well, not with me, honey. Not with me. I'll shame you up, okay? You don't go there with me. Don't mess with me. Do not mess with me. I will literally shame you up in front of everybody. Okay, I'm quite happy to be the bad daughter, the bad sister, whatever, who stands up for myself. Because I'd rather stand up for myself than put up with your nonsense, okay? Because I will cuss you down. I'll make you cry, okay? Don't mess with me. You don't mess with me, honey bunny. Okay, I don't care if you're related to me, but as a grown-ass adult, you better respect me, and to avoid all that drama, just don't go there. Just do not go to these toxic family members. Like, just because you're related does not mean that you have to go there. You can try your best, but if they cuss you, cuss them back. That's my response. Cuss them back hardcore. Make them cry, People are putting up with too much shit, literally. They're putting up with too much nonsense just because of respect for elders. These elders aren't really nice. Some of them are nasty and twisted, especially the women, like literally the old women. They've got issues. Tell them about themselves. Tell them about themselves, yeah? Shut up, you little cow. Shut up. Like, literally, who the hell do you think you are? Just thinking about them, they just make me angry, literally. They think they've got the free reign to gossip about people and cuss them down, literally. Cuss them down about their choices, what you wear, Very much like, people have their own identity. They're not going to wear what you bloody wear. No one wears Marks and Spencer. Nobody wears Army and Navy, literally. Why would I wear that crap? Like, sorry, seriously, like, the way that they think they can just criticize women and get away with it, and expect you to smile and put up with their cussing. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about yourself. And I'll pick up that turkey and I'll dash it over your head. Obviously, I wouldn't do that because then I'll look crazy. But there is such thing as warring words. So to avoid all that drama, just don't go. Don't go. Literally, I'd rather sit in the park on a bench having hot chocolate with homeless people. There's loads of them. Chill with them. I'd rather sit there than go with toxic family members. Toxic family members are disgusting. They are rank, okay? And they play this stupid, like, ignoring game of let's ignore her, let's isolate this person for being bad. Really? F you. Do I need you, motherfuckers? I do not need you, okay? Go to hell. Go to hell. Every one of you motherfuckers can go to hell. If you think about isolating me, I will isolate you. Okay, I will never speak to you ever again. Okay, piss off. That shit doesn't work with me. It does not work with me. Okay, because this is the kind of shit that they like to pull, like the abusive mind games that they play by ignoring certain members of the family that are so-called bad. Oh, let's all decide to ignore that person. You lot can fuck off. Literally, you can go jump off a cliff. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Okay, like I said, I'd rather chill with homeless people on the street. I'd rather have hot chocolate with them than hang out with you toxic people. Toxic people. You're disgusting. Every one of you. Disgusting, toxic, nasty people. Controlling people's behavior. To be part of us, you got to be like us. So yeah, anyway, people who come from, ethnic minority backgrounds will understand what I'm talking about. I'm sure it exists in Western families. Like, there's some vile, horrid people from that generation. So, who wants to put up with that? Who the hell wants to put up with them? Literally. No, thank you. No, thank you. For God's sake, man. Why force yourself? Just put yourself out of that situation, honestly. So it's just nice that Christmas went smoothly and nicely and just like, hi, bye, everybody enjoying themselves. But it's not easy maintaining, you know, extended families in Western world. It's not easy at all. People have issues. Life has changed. Life ain't that great for most people. So obviously, when they meet their family members, they're gonna clash if they think the other person is doing this and that. It's not easy. It's quite hard for young people to go, and I can see why Christmas can be very lonely for certain people because they're falling out with their family members or whatever. So they end up spending Christmas by themselves. But that's life, innit? You just make your own friends. It's not a big deal. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about, and just find out how everybody else's Christmas was, what they've been doing. What else? Yeah, I mean, really and truly, it's for the children, though, isn't it? Like, Christmas is about children opening presents and stuff, so it's great for them, isn't it? But it can be hard for like the grown-ups, like preparing everything and stuff and making sure people don't have arguments and stuff. But yeah, when you're all on the same page and you just want to have a nice time, it's great. But for most people, it's not like that. When they go back home, they're constantly told, "Why aren't you married?" Women are told, "Where's your boyfriend? Why aren't you married? Why don't you find them a husband then?" They have to face stupidness like that. When you gonna get married? Like, the pressure of that nonsense. This is why a lot of young people don't like going home for Christmas, because of that expectation. And if you're from like an African background, you know, they want to marry you as soon as you finish uni and stuff like that. So it's like, shut up. Like, life has changed. You can do whatever you want. They make you feel like you're a failure if you haven't married straight out of university. Like, who does that? If you haven't found the right job and things like that. So this is why people don't like Christmas, because of the expectation of what they should be when they go back home and what their parents expect them to be. And it's just like, life is different. Like, the Western world is up and down. It's not like how it used to be, where you could literally map out your life. Things have changed. It's not like that anymore. So I think that's why there's a lot of clashes with families and stuff when young people go back home, and the expectation. And yeah, it's just, it can be quite hard, I think, for a lot of people because of that. But yeah, anyways, that's Christmas for you. There's always some sort of drama, but if people just maintain their boundaries and just stop being so goddamn nosy, and just accept how the world has changed. And did you all hear about the American stock exchange just like crashing last night? It literally crashed. What the hell's going to happen to America? There's going to be like a new Wall Street crash back to the 30s. There's going to be grid lockdowns. The electricity is literally going to be shut down. Okay. People are going to panic buy food. There's going to be no food left in America. So these are the precarious times we're living in. Seriously. Okay, so if America's economy is messed up, the same thing's gonna happen here. Hello, because we're all connected to America. Okay, that's where the financial system is. So what makes them think it's not gonna happen here? Japan's economy is also going down. Okay, and there's also earthquakes and stuff going on there. So yeah, just be merry because there's gonna be a lot of shit across the on the horizon. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I am Mr. Star. I'll be back with another vlog very soon. Bye.